We couldn't have done any of our project without the amazing support from the community here in Edmonton. So the quartet is formed by two married couples coming from two different countries. One couple is Italian, so me and my husband Mattia, and the other couple is Brazilian, and they are Vladimir and Fabiola. We met in Edmonton in the end of 2012, and we started playing the quartet together.
The family of my father is actually originally from one of the lakes between Italy and Switzerland. Lago Maggiore. There's a very famous lake called Lake Como where everybody buys beautiful houses, like George Clooney owns something there. I'm not from there, I'm from the less famous lake.
I was born in the Alps in a city that is called Aosta, very close to France, but I definitely grew up then in Genova, so close to the sea, in front of the sea.
We met thanks to music. We were both playing in an orchestra. We got married in May 2012, and 1 week after we left, we went to Brazil. We stayed there a couple of months or so, traveling around with our instrument, carrying the cello around in different cities. But then at the end, what happened was that the bureaucratic process to get a work permit was simply not working. So we said, Sylvia, let's try Canada.
We come from a city called João Pessoa in Brazil. We lived in Los Angeles for 5 years, and during this period we were studying at the Azusa Pacific University, and we did our artist diploma and masters in performance. We moved to Edmonton because me and Vladi, we had been accepted at the University of Alberta, the music program for the doctorate in music.
Around October of the same year, I was invited to play a concert with another string quartet.
3 days after you landed here, she saw an advertisement of a concert of a string quartet.
But we didn't have the car, so it costed us so much money to go by cab to see this concert. Was in the opposite side of town.
And after the performance, we decided to stay there to talk with the musicians, to get to know them.
Two people came to talk with me. They were saying, well, they just arrived in Edmonton 3 days before that concert.
We were looking so much to find somebody to play a string quartet.
They actually asked me if I was interested in doing a string quartet with them, and if I knew a violist that we could put a string quartet together.
And he told us, I have one at home, my wife. Together we discovered the possibility that the city can actually offer to artists.
We see the level of the artists living here are always increasing. So that contributes a lot, I think, in the art scene here.
Edmonton is a city that is growing every year. Since the time we arrived to now, we can see that it has developed, and not only musically speaking, I think in all the aspects.
We could have done in Italy what we did here. Just probably, even because when you are in your country, you don't really explore all the possibility you have. When you move in a new place, you're willing to learn a language, you're willing to learn how to eat, you're willing to learn how to drive on ice and how to deal with bureaucracy.
That year when we started to have more concerts, we started to have more to feel more established as a chamber music group, that was the year when I really had the switch in my mind, and I said, okay, I think it's possible to plan a life.
Of course, we always gonna look back to our own culture and say, yes, we do belong there, but we also belong here.
We see this multiculturalism happening in Edmonton as a reflects of what we are as well. So we bring different backgrounds and to some place new and trying to do something great.
Yeah, sound rolling. Sound? Yeah, rolling. Okay, action.